Oh god, we are very low. We are very low already. Hi, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where last time I did an oopsie and did accept all the wrong contracts, and we now have to fly several tourists, 5 and 6 and 1 and 1, towards a moon orbit. Wow, a moon orbit. By the way, how many experience points does that give? Orbit around moon gives 3. Okay, so it's not okay. It's not a thing that we have to do for our guys, but we wanna make up a new rocket with a command pod, with a tri-stack, with crew cabins, 3 of them. We could also make another crew cabin down here so that we could transfer 12 Kerbals, but that would be way too much. But this is what we are gonna try to land. The problem is, how does this work with heat shields? I didn't think about that. Do we have like a big one? No, that's not big enough. This would be big enough. So let's try to do a reverse tricoupler. No, not that way. E? Almost? This is only a single one. Let's look at this abomination. Will this work? No, this won't work. So we're going to try something else. We will break in the atmosphere before coming here. I will put on heat shields. They're not that heavy and won't be that problematic, but we will need a lot of parachutes. That's an XL parachute. Yeah, that's for the bigger kind of rockets. Okay, we want a small parachute on top. We want 3. Let's try 4 of them. No, we need to put 3 of them. We want to have them here. So still the center of mass should be below. That's very important. Center of mass below your parachutes, because if you do that wrong, your rocket will land other side up. And we will also take radial mount jerk chutes, which would work perfectly here if it would allow me to put them here. No, that's the wrong direction. A? No. D? No. E? No. What the fuck? Why is this not a surface that I can work with? Okay, we'll have to put them up here somewhere. But we don't want to block the crew hatch, because we might want to do some EVA reports. So is the crew hatch openable? Yeah, we're gonna save this as Tourister Mark II. And we're gonna directly try it out on the launch pad, whether we can perform an EVA or not. Don't mind if anything is exploding now, because heat shields directly on the thing or something like that, that's not a problem. Yeah, we can do EVA. Okay, revert fly to vehicle assembly. That's the thing that you have to try out. So if you put something directly before your hatch, you can't go out. So okay, now struts. Stay under structural. We want to have this. Oh god, I'm in the wrong symmetry. I want proper symmetry from here to there on all sides. Okay, this should work. Also, there's a thing. Where is it? We have another option Save that. Leave here. We want to go into a menu. Can we activate this from here? It's called Advanced Tweakables. Advanced Tweakables enabled. Accept. Resume. Go in. So this should allow us to autostrut. So now these are autostrutted to each other, which should be better than this. Autostrut to the heaviest part. Yeah. We can also autostrut to the root part. But we will, the grandparent part, no, we want the heaviest part. So now they're strutted to each other. Perfect, like we wanted to. Now we want decouplers, TD12 decouplers, 3 of them. 3 of them, my friend. 3 of them. Okay. This is where our engine goes for space travel. So let's see which engine we will use. Is this big enough? I have no idea. Let's try the bigger versions. And we'll have 3 Terrier engines. This has 470 meters per second. That's not much. Is this fuel tank, is it worse? This one has 110 and 90. This one has 180 and 220. So it should be alright. Or we could try the big ends. Let's try the big ends. So away with this. The big one. That's the biggest fuel tank we have, as the longest fuel tank we have access to. So also these autostrut to the heaviest part. This autostrut. Yeah, they autostrut to each other now. Rigid attachment. I have no idea what rigid attachment means. No idea. Next, coupler. So this is the part that will fly us around the moon. This is already very long. Can't I autostrut to something that really works? Heaviest part. Okay, so these autostrut to each other, these autostrut up and down. Let's see how it works in the end. The autostruts are supposed to be superior to struts you place yourself, so I'm interested to see how that works. And we're going to do the same thing again below with more of the same rocket. Like this, and then like a half of that. This one. And then use the engines. We want the swivel engines so we can steer a bit, because I don't trust this to be steerable otherwise. Everything should now be strutted to everything. So this is like our base. We want radio decouplers for the start. I want to try it with only one of the big boosters. The big boosters. So the thumpers. These should be aligned accordingly. Yes. They will also have aerodynamic nose cones. The heavier ones again that are way better than the others. Because they are actually aerodynamic. Because that's not aerodynamic. Look at that big area of surface that they offer. This has just a little area of surface, the rest will flow just past. Okay, so these should also be auto-strutted to each other. Great! So this should now work perfectly. We want wings and we want structure. Structure, launch stability enhancer. We want this launch stability enhancer. We want to have it perpendicular to the rocket. Okay, this should be fine. We're gonna take this and put this a bit down until hopefully they're not touching the ground. Yes. Okay, and now we want fins. Like swept wings would be cool. Really cool looking, but that's way too much. Tail fins also, they could help us steer though. The atmosphere. The winglets, all Delta Deluxe winglets. Steerable wings. Do we want to try steerable wings? The problem is we have to place multiple of them. Yeah, we want these. So here. Oh god. Are we able to place another one? Another symmetric one here? That's not symmetric. That's not symmetric enough. Okay, they have to go over by one. This looks symmetric, at least. It's every two. Okay, this should work. This should work. This should help us. Pitch yaw roll is active, and they know what they do because they will know what to do when I press D. I hope. So let's look at this. So these ones are supposed to be activated together. Also these three engines. They are the ones that I'm thinking of, yeah? Okay. Then we want to get rid of the boosters. Then we want to get rid of this, and at the same time activate the Terriers. Then we want to get rid of the Terriers. And then we want to take two parts of this. First the drogue chutes, afterwards the other chutes. Okay, this should be perfectly fine. Let's see how it explodes. Put in the crew, Jebediah will fly it. We have 6 more places for tourists. We had 6 tourists here. It's Anemone, Maxoli, Gladden, Maxley, Richmond and Bobry. So these 6 will now fly by orbit around the moon. So let's see how well this goes, because we will have to brake with our Terriers inside the atmosphere. Because our heat shield is not sufficient enough. I hope that this will work out. Okay. So we have our tourister together, we will launch it. I like the 3-fold symmetry, and I know that it would be better to go with 2-fold symmetry and then have it perpendicular to my flight path in the Earth on Kerbal. Because this would be way better to go to bend this way than this way, because it's not symmetric that way. But we can't really... Can we turn it? Wait. Revert the flight to vehicle assembly. Can we turn the entire ship? This here. That... No, not that way. This way. No. This way. Yes, but the other way. Okay. I will have to launch this several times. Because I don't know where my pitch will now take me. Will my pitch take me east or west? We'll see. Pitch is the thing where our nose is pointing. That's like up and down. Normally on a plane is the pitch. And that's W and S. And I'll have to try how good it works to... how it works, in which direction it works. So activate the SAS. We didn't put in extra batteries, but we never needed some, so let's just try this. Okay, we are slow. Okay, we are already going in a direction that I don't want. Okay. Where are we going? Okay, this is not good. This is not good. Put it back in a way where it was. Yeah, that's the way it was before. Save that, launch like this. So that I can see what's going wrong, because I'm getting it confused in my head, because now all the directions don't work as directions would. Because I tried going east, but east is north and stuff. Yeah, of course. A bit more. Let's put in like 30% and go. We want to turn slightly that way. Yeah. The interesting thing is that the winglets now allow us to steer in the atmosphere way better. That's too much. That's too much. Not too much. Not too much. No, 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 no. More speed to pull us, to pull our nose up. More speed to pull our nose up. We need to pull our nose up. We need to pull our nose up. Get rid of the solid fuel boosters. I mean, this is a good direction almost. If it was stable. No. We have trouble going up. We don't have enough delta V. I'm gonna try to rectify this as good as I can. I know exactly where on the nav bell I want to go. So we're still going up. We're still going up. Okay, it will be empty soon. And then we are just left with the Terriers. Okay, so this is a thing that's not working. Okay, it's not wobbling in itself, so it's not the struts. I was worried about the struts. Okay, this is way more steerable. Okay, let's revert that flight. Okay, nothing worked. Nothing worked. This has not enough power. So get rid of these, get rid of the radar mounts, get rid of the wings, get rid of the wings. We would need something else than a tri-stack decoupler. We would need like a four-stack coupler, a quadro coupler. Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay, we will just double up on stuff. And while we're at it, let's try to move that away. This is directly below the decoupler. Let's put in SAS. It's under command and control, the advanced inline stabilizer. We need 3 of them. And then attach it again. Okay, we have now more control, hopefully. We'll need batteries though. Battery. It's here. We have this battery pack. That's good. We can put it on top. This battery has an electric charge of 200, so it's 2 of the batteries that we have problems placing. So this should be perfectly fine. Did we say autostrut heaviest part? Yes. Hydraulic detachment manifold has way more ejection force and does weigh a lot more, but that's if some stuff keeps exploding my ship because it's coming back, then this is the detachment manifold of choice. But we're taking the radial decouplers, and we're taking more of them now because we want the straight side to have the wings. We're taking the Delta Deluxe winglets again because they can steer, which is great. And then we will take our radial decouplers in a way that makes them symmetric. Please work if I click. Thank you. That's too low. I want it like up here, where with the top being at the top of that black part. Yeah, that really helps me build. So the other one should be exactly here. So they have a little bit more than 90 degrees. Yeah, it's the same angle. Engines, the thumpers. Come on. Let me put this together. Is this aligned? Yes, this is aligned. Sometimes it just seems not aligned. But most of the problem... Oh god, no. Is this already a problem? We'll try out. They are very close to each other. But we'll try to have this work. We now need our struts for going off the ground. Our launch stability enhancers. Like this. And we need to put them all together again. All of these are supposed to be firing at the same time. Yes. And these three are to be ejected at the same time. These three are supposed to start with that one. That's like a data V of 1200. That's never enough. No way that's enough. My rocket is too heavy. My rocket is too heavy. Away with this. New try. New try. I'll see you in a second when I've come up with something to try. So this is now my new saving grace of landing, where I hope that all... before that I had the problem that I didn't want them to be stacked up like this, because I didn't want to land on like this and then topple over. But if I put like the parachutes like randomly distributed around here, I need an aerodynamic nose for this. Don't I have a small one? No. Why does it have fuel? No, it has no fuel. So these say they have no fuel crossfeed. Okay. They're all way too big. All of them are way too big. So we're taking the small one up there, so we don't have that little flat area above there. This looks weird now. Yeah, so this is what will be landing. I'll see you when I have built the whole rocket and can try it. Maybe we'll have to completely rectify everything we've been trying today. Okay, I'm trying to go with a completely different approach now, more rocket-like. I hope this is even controllable. Let's get the crew in. Bobby was the last. Richmond, Maxley, Gladden, Maxoli, and Anemone. Yeah. Save that and launch that vessel. Let's see how far we reach, if we will reach the moon or not. Because that might be a problem. Reaching the moon with this. Okay, throttle up like a third. Toggle SAS on. And go. Okay, this is already way slower than it was before. We can topple already a little bit. Not too much, because I don't want aerodynamics to break everything here. Never go out of this circle in lower atmosphere. It will make your whole flight break. Liquid fuel is looking okay. You don't need that much thrust. We need more thrust. The apoapsis is what we want to see if we go into that view. We still have steerability via the thing. We want to push out our apoapsis a lot more. We want to reach orbit with this engine. So let's hope that it works. It's still going up, and it's going up faster than us reaching it. Yeah, now it's going up. This is the perfect angle. Can already go a bit lower. Oh god, the liquid fuel is empty soon. We still can do enough delta V. This delta V value is going up because it's accounting for less dense atmosphere. But this is done now. We won't reach orbit with this. Okay. What else can we do? I'll see you when I've come up with a plan. Because Kerbal Space Program is all about plans and them not working. And here we are on the launch pad again, just 2 boosters more. Should do the charm, shouldn't it? None of this buttons does what I wanted to do. Like going up and... oh god. That was the wrong button. WASD is not camera movement. Okay. Throttle up a bit. Just a bit. And start. And go towards the east. Like a lot. We have wobbling going on, but that's alright. That's not too much. We should have way higher velocity when the solid fuel boosters burn out. Way higher velocity. We're leaving the thick atmosphere. We can now steer more easily with the SAS and less easily with the wings. To get rid of the solid fuel boosters. And take this. Okay. That's a way better apoapsis that we have there. But we have to turn it. Want to turn to like 60 degrees. We're already in low density atmosphere, so shouldn't be too much of a problem not steering like at an angle to the flight direction. It will be a problem once we if we are at lower heights with higher density. Okay, we're trying to just blow this over the horizon. We're now not trying to further up the apoapsis anymore. We're pointing down now. Like just a slightly bit because we want to fall around the edge of Kerbal. Because that's what orbital dynamics are about. Falling at a speed past the body so that you end up at the same point when you're falling around it after his gravity worked on you without having to spend any energy on that. We're almost in space. Go full. Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. We are in atmosphere, so we have maximum ISP with our terriers, but we now need to be more anti-radial because their thrust isn't so good. Uh-oh. That's not enough. That's not enough. We need longer burn time with the normal liquid fuel engines. Okay. Revert to vehicle assembly. Someday it will work. Same rocket again, just added in another fuel tank. This is way worse than before. Adding fuel, just fuel, no new engines, just more fuel, did do us no favor. Because we're at the end already. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. Will I just scratch all of this episode? Maybe. So I'm just going crazy with this now. I added more thrusters of both kind. These at the side are... oh god. Where's what here? These two should be part of this. This group should have no delta V. What the fuck is going on here? Those two go also up here. Oh, no. Those two don't go up here. Those two go up by one. Like over here, okay. So these, and the other two, they should go up here, okay. So these are the starting ones. So this one also, this one also, this one also, and we need fewer stuff. Okay, trying it again with a new one. New and bigger one. Game freeze? No, no problem at all. Look at this beauty. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, SAS is activated. Wanna have a look at all that stuff. Throttle up a bit. Start. Wanna go down a bit as long as we can. Okay, we are wobbling like crazy. But this already worked. Okay. So all the 6 solid fuel boosters should be done at the same time. Okay. They're going down, they're going down. We reach better parts of atmosphere. Get rid of them. Nice. Let's look at this. Apoapsis is at 40k. We can go a bit lower. Yeah, we reach parts of the atmosphere where we can turn. Give more attack on the gas wheel, because if those 2 rockets at the side burn out, we still have the full rocket that we had the last time. So let's try to reach space at least once this episode. Okay, this is looking way better. Look at this rocket. This is crazy. I'm pretty certain the Kerbal Space Program has a special name for this rocket in this shape. But I don't know it. I'm not one of them. Get rid of those. Go into orbit. I'm gonna do the gravity turn from here with this rocket. Yeah, that's what I should have done all the time. Have the approach with the multiple tanks going down. And we reach space. So full attack now. We are not exactly stable at full throttle. We're still very, very, very heavy. I can really see that how this is too much fuel to be carried by the single machine, by the single engine. We actually need to be over the horizon. for this one. I think normally I'm under the horizon for trying to go into a gravity turn orbit maneuver. Will we have enough speed? We'll see, we'll see. We need to have this number go up and never go past the apoapsis. Oh god. It's empty in a second. Apoapsis is 80,000 and we're falling. We're falling and there's nothing we can do against that. It's not enough. Failure. This episode was one failure, one big failure. And we can't rectify that. Okay, so I want to try something else. I want to try landing with this stupid thing. So let's try to move our SAS to side so that we can get rid of what we have attached at us. And at least try to see if our landing module works. So we want to go retrograde. This goes no way easier. Retrograde to surface, of course. And we're going to see how we fare when we enter the atmosphere. Want to see whether this is survivable. I know that I don't have re-entry speeds. I know that. This is 600 meters per second slower, but I wanted to brake before while entering the atmosphere. That was my original plan, so this might be similar to what the speeds we would have reached. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. Let's try to steer it a bit. Okay, this works. So far this works. We've survived the re-entry. So my re-entry module is working. Let's try to go up. Let's try to go in a way that slows down our fall. Yes. Okay. So something didn't work with these. Let's activate the other ones too. Want to at least see how this looks the moment we come to completely open chutes. So now the drag chutes will open. Okay, we are already taking a new position. Okay, that looks good so far. At 1000 meters the other chutes will open. Okay, this is not the angle that I had in mind. So these need to be further down here. Okay, we can do that. Okay, and 4.6 meters per second is perfectly fine. We would survive that. So my landing module is almost fine, but the starting module isn't. So we go down with these to like that position and with these to like this position. Should be fine now. It's the SAS that I put in here that's doing the problems because it isn't aligned to the center of mass anymore. Yeah. This is closer to the center of mass now. This should work fine now. We'll see. We need more rockets down here. How do we do that? We delete these. And do this structure again. Okay. Now I'm completely stupid again with this 8-foot symmetry that I have established here. Crew is still inside. Let's try this again. And let's try to start again. Let's wobble a bit to the right, because we want that way. Thank you. Solid fuel gun, more gas. So, apoapsis. 50,000. We want to look that way, want a 45-degree angle in this atmosphere. Okay, this is looking fine. This is looking fine. Okay. So we're actually decelerating again. We're gonna wait until we reach we need to reach space to fire the rest of this. We now have 5 engines working where we had before 1. I hope that will help us. Okay, and we are in space. We haven't reached our destination on the nav ball yet, because oh god damn it, this rocket has problems. Use the thing to steer. Yeah, we have a swivel engine in that. We can use that to steer. We have enough thrust now for the start of it, but we lost our thrust now. We now have only 1 engine, which is not enough. It's this swivel engine that's not enough. God damn it. Why didn't... I should have done it differently. 5, then 3, then 1. Doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything. Just get rid of the weight of the empty tanks, yeah? Let's try that. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. I've lost so much time because of me stupidly clicking these quests that I didn't want to have. So these we take away and we put twofold symmetry. We put from there to there. So we want these ones to be down here because they will be empty first. Okay, let's try this. We're wobbling a lot today. We're at 50,000 now. 50,000, 15,000 now. And we're at 45 here. Wanna have like 40-degree angle if we can. We have a lot of velocity already. But let's try to go deeper here. Apoapsis has reached space. So we can go even further down. Oh, these can already be gotten rid of. I forgot the moment what I built this rocket for. God damn it. So let's see. Apoapsis is at 100,000. A bit higher than normal. We want to wait till we reach orbit, space. And we reach space now, full throttle. Come on. I have no idea how I activated this, by the way. I now have it here, but I don't know how I activated this down here. I must have accidentally pressed a button. Is it N? No, it's not N. Because N's the button that I'm accidentally pressing when I'm trying to go for the map. Will we get a periapsis? Minus 140, minus 120, minus 110, minus 100. Okay. And now the Terrier. $3,000 should be way more than enough to reach Moon and come back, but the problem is that we're fighting gravity right now. We are getting a periapsis now. There it is. Trying to go anti-radial a bit so we don't up the apoapsis too much by staying tuned this way. We have orbit. We have orbit! God damn it! We have orbit. Okay. Moon. Moon. Set as target. There's the moon. We have an ascending node of 5 degrees, no problem. We want 90 degrees to the moon over here at maneuver. And I can't stress it enough. I'm not sure about the 90 degrees to the moon. It's just a thing that I did now thrice. And it worked thrice. Okay, we want this. Yeah, this should be alright. It's a moon periapsis of 1.5 million. That's okay. 3 minutes burn time in 5 minutes. 800. Okay. Go towards maneuver node. Go towards maneuver node. Okay, we are towards maneuver node. We wanna fast forward. In 3 minutes we have to start the burn. That's not enough. Okay, that's enough time to readjust ourselves to the maneuver again. Okay, 44 seconds till the burn. Oh, burn. Almost missed my burn time again. I just missed it by 2 seconds, that's okay. This is also will be what we will be reaching at the end will be way off of where we want to go because we have to burn for like 3 minutes and it's just not working on that level of precision because we're on ellipsoid orbitals and it's trying to linearly split this 50-50 which is not how things work. Where am I pointing towards? Am I pointing towards Kerbal? No. Okay, so no problem. Every once in a while you have to look whether you're accidentally bumping into a planet. We can't warp time while we're doing that, so I'm gonna fast forward you to when we actually point towards the moon. Look at this big rocket, and think about that this whole chunk of it has to land. This is just my rocket to the moon and back, but this whole chunk has to land. Oh my god. We landed with it successfully once, but we might have trouble if we're not landing in water, so I'll definitely be safe scumming that, or at least quick saving that to have the ability to safe scum it. So when I'm in this view, I'm having from the left, from the right in the headphones, it's really disturbing me. I hate that. So we have to stay in this view where it's always from both sides, at least partially. So we'll stop at about 20 meters per second because it's nowhere that precise here in space. Look at how long the liquid fuel lasts. I hope that we'll have enough fuel to break. I think we'll have to fly a correctional maneuver to put our periapsis closer to the moon to have a better time there. Okay, our apoapsis is approaching the moon. Fast. But we need to go to 10 meters per second. So, let's see. The moon is still there. So let's do in a minute, let's do an extra maneuver. Bit of extra speed, a bit of extra speed, a bit of extra speed, a bit of extra speed. And a bit of problems, so go anti-normal a bit. Yeah, I think that helps. Whoop. I think this is real. Oh, okay, this is the real one. Let's go towards the maneuver point. 5-second burn time. What's our periapsis, our projected? I think we don't have one. Do we have a periapsis at the moon? There it is. 300,000. That's great. 5-second burn in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and this is our course towards the moon with a new periapsis when we come back of 140. That's not so good. And 470 at the moon. Okay. Wow, how did we get off course so... Okay, no. That's our returning one. Blub, 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 blub. Why is it doing weird stuff? In 5 days we'll have another closest approach. And in 1 day we'll have another closest approach, but we'll reach... We'll fly by the moon 2 times because... Okay, yeah, of course. That's causing the trouble. So we have a periapsis of 400,000. That's great. How long have we inside the moon? 1 hour 57 towards... okay, we have 4 hours near the moon. That should be enough to break down into an orbit. So let's quick save and let's approach the moon. Warp here towards shortly before the moon encounter. Moon encounter in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's how we're going past the moon. At the periapsis, we want to add a maneuver to brake until we have this. This is 30 seconds of burning. Okay. 30 seconds of burning. The periapsis is 1 hour and 30 minutes away. So we'll go to like over here. That's 20. That's 29. Warp here. We have 5 minutes to adjust ourselves to the maneuver point. Wow, SAS electric charge is going down fast. Ooh, you're way oversteering. Why are you way oversteering? Why is my electric charge so low? I have no idea. Is the Terrier engine that bad at producing electric charge? Okay, we are there in 320. Warp here. We are there in 1. Warp here. Okay, we can almost start to burn. Let's just start to burn now. It's a 30-second burn. We're not that close to the moon that it really matters. We just want any orbit, so don't need to be close. That was like a double encounter with the moon that we had projectors for us for a short time. And orbit. We have orbit around the moon. 21 contract parameters fulfilled. So if we wanna add a maneuver here and attack this direction, so we just exit the moon barely. What the fuck? Why do we? Did we just have a double periapsis around the moon? Wow. Just give it a bit more. So like this, perhaps? 16-second burn in 1 minute 44. Okay. Ooh, you're way oversteering. Why are you way oversteering? Okay, I have trouble with the SAS with this rocket. It's really causing trouble to my electricity. Okay, the rocket is too long. And most of the time I'm not really doing anything here. We can just stay prograde and don't mind the maneuver. Double moon periapsis and gun. Another moon periapsis. 2 million. 1 million. 1,000 kilometers above Kerbal. Okay. Moon escape in 2 hours. Warp here. So warp towards the moon escape, please. Want to leave the moon area of influence? Come on, go away from the area of influence of the moon. Okay. So, if we want to break at the periapsis until we crush that way into the Earth, by having the periapsis be the new apoapsis, we have to burn 4. 1 minute 51 and we have enough fuel. Okay, so that's what we're doing. This is 600, we have 1.8. Okay, so this should slow down our fall towards the Earth massively, towards Kerbal. Okay, so that's what we're doing, but we're doing it differently. We'll be toggling off SAS for our flight towards the moon. We're gonna go over like here, or up here. Time to approach the periapsis. Let's put it to like 40 seconds towards the periapsis, so we have enough time to turn around to retrograde. Retrograde. Oh, this is such a problem. I don't like how my electric charge is constantly depleting. The Terrier engine isn't really loading it. So we're 30 seconds before the periapsis, which is, on this galactic scale, it's such negligible where you brake and where you don't brake. We just want to make sure that we stay over a quarter of liquid fuel, because that's about the amount that I want to have on me on re-entry to brake, to really hard brake into the atmosphere at like 70,000 and use all of my fuel there. Problem is the Terrier engine is bad in atmosphere, I know. But we already tried with more than just falling speed. So if we can slow down to a crawl before falling, it will be even easier than the last time we entered the atmosphere. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. So we wanted to brake until our new periapsis is where we are. Okay, apoapsis is where we are. Yeah. So we want to brake down to a normal orbit of like 100,000. Like a normal satellite orbit. Okay, I planned a new maneuver that will bring us into a 100,000 to 94,000, which is a low orbit. We'll have to burn for 52 seconds and we'll need between a third and the half of our tank, which is alright, so we'll work towards that maneuver. There it is, our home. Nice Amazonas River here, or Mississippi, more like Mississippi coming from the mountains. Burn. We want to burn until the periapsis starts to wander. Don't need that anymore, just go retrograde. Okay, this engine doesn't load the electricity. I didn't know that. New things you learn. Okay, it's starting to wander. We want to wait until it's like 50-50. Stop. Okay, we have a stable Kerbal orbit in low orbit. Great. We want to quick save. And now we wanted to initiate our fall. So from there, warp here. Want to go retrograde again. Oh, it's such a shame with all the electric charge. Yeah, but whatever. Okay, we want the periapsis to be inside. We're now inside the atmosphere with the periapsis. And we're gonna land near the Kerbal Space Center, which will have us break over here. Warp here. We're just gonna try this. We're just going to try this. We have enough electric charge to do this, which is great. So from now on I will not look at the map anymore. Warp stop because we are in atmosphere already. So complete, not surface, anti-surface. We're now going anti-surface because we are in an atmosphere. We have reached the night side again for this because I'm still too stupid to care about things. Before we decouple, it's first X, then space. Don't decouple before deactivating. Joe, don't decouple before activating. This is already my apoapsis. Okay, we're landing near the Kerbal Space Center. If we're staying into this approach, but I want to break all of that fuel away to have the lightest possible ending. And I did say that I didn't want to land on land, so I have no idea how that worked. I think this is water, so it's perfect. Yeah, it's water. Perfect. Almost 500 meters per second were burnt away here. Yeah. So we're now going down away from the rocket that will land somewhere else. Look at Jebediah and Bobry and Richmond, they love it. I think that's the face they're doing when they have high stupidity. 52,000, this is where we, oh god, normally slow down because we start to burn, but we are so slow that we don't start to burn at our normal entry height. Now we're starting to burn. Okay. Okay, we will try some air braking. So if we're still too fast after the glowing period is over, or we seem to not stop glowing, I will try to brake with the side of our shuttle instead of the one point, because now we're like a dart or an arrow, not really slowing down because we're so tiny. But this will make our stuff lift that's behind the heat shield. But we will brake way faster if we're... okay, we have to brake that way. Stability assist. Brake like this, please. Brake that like this, please. Brake like this, please. In a way that's braking better than the other. Oh god, we are very low. We are very low already. We are very low already. We are very low already. We don't want to turn retrograde with our stuff. Oh god, we are low. We are very low. We are very low. We are very fast and very low. We are very... Activate the drogue chutes. Activate the other chutes. We survived. Oh god, was that a problem. And we're already slowing down. We're nearing the surface with still 36 meters per second. Last time we had 4 meters per second after the secondary chutes opened. Oh, we don't have the big one this time. What is your impact tolerance, crew cabin? Please be 8. Like the crew cabin. The crew... Oh god, I think it has 5. Okay. 48, 45, 42, 41, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10. We're slowing down to crawl so that the physics system doesn't glitch out my rocket. This should be fine. This should be fine. Please work. Splashdown. And we survived. Woo! Yeah! That took me 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. Because I did so many mistakes. We only have to do this once more. But I will do that off screen. For the other mission, so that we don't get the failure malice. Let's recover that. Let's see what we get from that mission. Nothing, I think, because we didn't do even a crew report or anything. .7 science, yeah. Got our funds back, but we got really big funds from fulfilling the quest. This is really good. This is really good funds. Let's see. Let's look into mission control. More tourists. They also want to the moon. Fuck you. I don't care. Oh, these are 3 tourists. That is 2 tourists. We have 1, 2, 7 tourists. 10, 12. Okay, we have to do that flight twice again, but that will get me enough income forever. What else is active? Until when is this active? 3 days. This is interesting. Position satellite in polar orbit of Kerbal. Oh, no, that's not a satellite angle that I like. Build a new unmanned probe that has antenna, can generate power, reach the designated polar orbit within reasonable deviation, have a mystery goo unit on the satellite, maintain stability for 10 seconds. So that you don't accidentally go into that orbit. Yeah. Polar orbit is... I don't like polar orbits. I like 0-degree inclination orbits. Nope. Okay. So we now have to do 2, 4, 9, and we have another one for another 3 that we'll have to take once we fulfilled one of the quests. Okay, we are ready to do that again, but I'll do that off screen. Look at how much stuff there's here. Blah, 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 money. Get money, take my money, shut up and take my money. We got so much money, also our reputation should be up. 1.3 million money. That's the biggest amount of money we ever had. So we can upgrade a lot of the stuff that's around here. Great. I'll do those 2 missions so that we have no tourist mission anymore, and then I'm gonna see you next episode for some normal planes. Finally. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. This is short footage of me landing the last of the flights. We're finally landing on land. And I did recognize finally that I forgot one of the parachutes. These behind ones were only one-sided. I forgot to put in the symmetry again when I moved them like slightly. And that did lead to me having 6 meters per second flight ratio. So you can look with me if this will survive on a splashdown. That's not a splashdown. I'm a bit afraid. Also, depending on the sun, you can see your shadows every time. So you will be able to gauge whether you're close or not close to the surface. And that went all right. Recover vessel. We're done with tourist attraction stuff. Tomorrow we're gonna build planes.